In Chittagong, Bangladesh, tensions have erupted into a violent crackdown on the Hindu community following a social media controversy. Now, according to the local sources, a Muslim youth named Osman Mullah posted a derogatory message on Facebook calling for a ban on the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, what we popularly know as ISKCON. This is the post that he has made that we bring to you the visual of. Now, the post triggered protests in the Hindu-dominated Hazari Goli area where demonstrators gathered in front of Mullah's shop demanding an apology. As protests escalated, demonstrators reportedly threw bricks and other objects at law enforcement, that is what the reports suggest, prompting a swift response from joint forces of the Bangladesh Army, paramilitary border guards Bangladesh, which is the BGB, and the local police who conducted an intense operation in the area, as can be seen in these visuals. Dhaka-based reporter Saifuddin Tuhin has also added that the protests turned into clashes with law enforcement alleging acid attacks to restore order. Officers have used batons and reportedly even fired blank shots. 5 have been severely injured in this attack on Hindus by the law enforcement, which can be seen very clearly in these visuals that have come in from Chittagong itself. Approximately 100 suspects were detained, although some were released after questioning. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this entire incident took place on the night of November 5, which is Tuesday. The operation faced additional challenges due to power outages in the Hazari Goli area, impacting efforts to gather complete details. Local media, including Prothom Alo, confirmed blank shots were fired during the raid, which involved heavy security presence in the affected neighborhoods as well. Meanwhile, if we look at reactions that have come in so far with regards to this very incident, author Taslima Nasreen has shared videos on platform X condemning the brutality Hindus have been subject to in Bangladesh during the recent times. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens is the post that has in fact been made by Taslima Nasreen. Now, with security having been tightened in Chittagong, police are on alert to prevent further escalation. However, as protests over social media and religious intolerance grow in the region, questions around the protection of minority communities remain a pressing issue in Bangladesh. Now, this incident also highlights a rather crucial point, which is the anti-ISKCON sentiment within certain groups in Bangladesh. Recently, the Inqilab Manch group called for a national ban on ISKCON, and Mahmudur Rahman, editor of Amar Desh, echoed this demand, prompting ISKCON leaders in Dhaka to demand a public apology. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, on August 6th itself, one day after Sheikh Hasina had fled from Bangladesh, from Dhaka, an ISKCON temple in Meherpur, located in Bangladesh's Khulna division, was vandalized and set on fire. Deities of Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra Devi were completely burnt, and 3 devotees who lived in that very center somehow had managed to escape the site. And on the very same day, another Kali temple had also been vandalized in Bangladesh. And such incidents, such instances of brutality could be seen on a Durga Puja pandal much recently in Dhaka itself. For Bangladesh's Hindu community, which comprises roughly 8% of the population and largely supports Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's Awami League, these events mark a troubling trend of escalating tensions. The Hindu minority in Bangladesh has faced consistent attacks over the months, ever since Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina fled and went into a self-imposed exile on August 5th this year. Most number of attacks were reported between August 5 and 6 itself. In fact, if we look at the duration from between 5th to 20th of August, more than 1,000 attacks have been reported on Hindu houses and business establishments. Out of them, only around 506 were involved in the Awami League politics directly. During the same time period, 22 houses of worship were attacked. These attacks on Hindus took place across 49 districts in Bangladesh. Out of these, the maximum attacks on Hindus took place in Khulna in southwestern Bangladesh. A total of 295 homes and business establishments were destroyed in Khulna. Following that, the second largest attack in Hindus, ladies and gentlemen, took place in Rangpur, where 219 homes and places of business were destroyed. Others include 183 in Mymensingh, 155 in Rajshahi, 79 in Dhaka, 69 in Borishal, 45 in Chittagong and 25 in Sylhet. However, the situation for religious minorities in Bangladesh has become precarious, and it has increasingly grown in the wake of Hasina's ouster, the religious hatred, especially against these minorities. And it isn't just the Hindus who are facing this. Christian and Ahmadiyya Muslims have also been attacked, including churches in Khulna, Mymensingh and Parbatipur, and attempts to attack missionary schools and colleges in Thakurgaon. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, when we speak of such anti-minority sentiments, or rather more specifically anti-Hindu sentiments in Bangladesh, the Indian High Commission has time and again flagged this to the interim government that's taken over in Bangladesh under Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus. On the other hand, if we look at it on a global perspective, the US President-elect Donald Trump, only recently during his campaign last month, had slammed the barbaric violence against Hindus, Christians and other minorities in Bangladesh. He had said that if it were under his regime, he would not have let it happen. Such loot, such barbaric violence against not just Hindus, but also other minorities in Bangladesh. And with this, the recent attack, and a major one at that, took place in Chittagong on Tuesday night, visuals of which can be seen. A serious attack putting a lot of serious questions to the fore with regards to where do minorities and major groups of minorities like the Hindu community stand in Bangladesh.